big hammerhead fin. Huge big hammerhead fins come out of the water just here as we're coming in. I feel like we're tracking like a dinosaur. This thing is huge. I've literally travelled 1,000 miles. Oh yes! Look at the size of it! Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold him up. Yes, we finally got the dog. It's our favourite fish in our new favourite location. Oh, in our new favourite location, big dogtooth tuna. How cool is that, friend? Good job. Oh, big bust up in close. Go, you'll be able to get a cast in now. Oh, perfect. They're having a look at it. Oh, what are they, you reckon? Maybe they're parrotfish or something.
They're black. Maybe they're black and white. How good is that?
Ooh, fuck yes. He's big, eh? Really big. Oh, that's epic. I'll just get the hooks out. Maybe hard to believe right now when it's an absolute glass out, but there's a bit of wild weather coming. So we're fleeing into a better anchorage. We're also getting a fuel drop there. So we're gonna repay the people dropping off a drum of fuel for us with dogtooth tuna, sashimi and steaks after we have a little bit first. Just the tail.
We got the dog.
We got the dog, didn't we? Sashimi dogtooth tuna.
Okay.
Okay. Dogtooth tuna with a touch of lemon. Sweet potato chips left over from last night. A very happy Fran. And maybe the last of our crackers. And some yellowfin tuna busting up behind us. Bit of a change of scenery from this morning. The sand cave we're at and spearing doggies in 40 meters visibility, but we've had a massive day. We've moved to another group of islands where we're going to set up camp obviously for tonight. We're going to have dogtooth tuna raw for entree, and we're going to have steaks of dogtooth tuna for dinner, so it's going to be awesome. All right. Cooking them skin on, eh?
Yep.
Controversial. Oh yeah. Get in there. Nice and hot too, eh? So it just cooks quick. But tomorrow morning we've got a big one coming. There is some Aboriginal cave paintings on some of these islands, and we're going to go in search of them tomorrow morning. So that should be bloody awesome. We'll see you then. Good morning to day 23 at sea. out of the Salty Dingo over 3 weeks. We're still loving it. Bit of an update. Last night was a bit sketchy, so the only way we can get fuel to fuel up our boat, it needs fuel. Funny that, but it's an unfortunate reality is that there's no sort of fuel drops or bowsers here. But I've got a mate who's a commercial fisherman, and he runs up and down this east coast for like a couple of weeks at a time. I got a message on the radio, and he's like, "Oh, Strick, how's 1 AM out the back of Back Reef for you to fuel up?" And that's like an hour away from where we're camping. And I'm like, oh, just had a couple of glasses of wine, big feed. I'm like, oh, all right, man, whatever it takes, we need fuel. So last night I had to swim out to the boat at about midnight, get the boat, punch it out to the reef, hour out. We made it out, made it back safely. But it doesn't strike you as a crocodile-y beach. So I was like, oh, don't be scared, just swim out, don't be a pussy. White sandy beach, beautiful and clear. But check this out, what I've just found. So there's a bit of a washout mangrove system that during the wet season obviously floods, but it's dry at the moment. And just in the corner here, check out, these are all turtle bones. And do you know what eats turtles? Big crocodiles. So look at this, he's just smashed these to pieces. You can just imagine his big teeth just chomping through that and shaking that around. That's absolutely crazy. So there's big crocs now from all the islands up. Apparently there's crocodiles on all the islands off the coast, even as far out as the reef, which is kind of terrifying. Awesome, but terrifying at the same time if you're sleeping in a little swag. And actually on one of the next beaches over a couple of years ago, a bloke actually got taken out of his tent and dragged down the beach. But pretty hectic stuff, so we just have to be super careful now. I've always been super interested in the history of this country, but more specifically the Indigenous history, and just how in touch the Indigenous people of this land were with the land around them. The bush tucker that they ate, the understanding of the seasons, their interaction with the animals, how they hunted. And these islands specifically are incredibly rich in Indigenous history, which can be seen in the Aboriginal cave paintings. Fortunately for us, the traditional owners of this land have allowed a couple of sites to be open to the public, which we were able to check out. Yet some people believe these ships' paintings on the cave here are proof that Chinese, Spanish or Portuguese ships all travelled up and down Australia's east coast long before Captain Cook the Englishman and his ship the Endeavour. But that's a debate for another time. So you haven't seen too much of us today because we are just pinning it up the coast. There's some really wild weather coming, winds in excess of 40 knots, 40, 50 knots. So we're trying to hole up further north and we're just looking for an island to camp on. We found this one. How good's this look? White sandy beach. Yep, no worries, little palm tree, looks beautiful. But, oh, there he is there, that's him. But look out, look on the beach here. There's this huge track up there. That's a big saltwater crocodile. He's been sitting on the bank there. As we've come in, he's spooked into the water. That's fresh, it's literally just happened. I'm gonna try to get the drone up in the air and see if we can spot him. In this clear water, this is just mind-blowing. This place is wild. There's a crocodile slide on the beach, and then down the end of the sand spit there's sharks eating a bait ball. Here he comes. Look at the sharks going through that bait. And there's the croc slide. He's been sitting up at the high tide line, and then he's made his way down. Been sitting up there, made his way down into the water, and then where did he go? He's a pretty big croc, eh? Where are you, mate? all silver. I've never seen anything like this. What is it? Is it a barracuda?
Oh, is it?
Might be a big barracuda. Just looks so long and skinny, like a slinky.
Oh no.
Fuck. Bugger. So this is the Croc's movements here. First of all, he came up here, he was just sitting his fat belly. Friend, you could lie down in his belly. Look at the width of that. You wouldn't even touch the sides. That's crazy. So then he came up here, turned, was sunning himself. Look at these big handprints here. I feel like we're tracking like a dinosaur. This thing is huge. Look at its claws. Look at that there. That's crazy. And then slid back down into the water. So he's out there somewhere. About 50 metres up the beach. There's another slide where he's been sitting. Are you scared or excited?
I'm excited.
Let's go find a croc. That's the low water mark. We generally camp up here thinking we're safe. There we go, this Croc slide. He's nesting up here. He's sitting up like in the shrubbery of the trees. It's crazy. Blows my mind how high up the grassy knoll they go. Look. You go right up in there. Out with Franny. This is a fresh one because the tide hasn't even washed it away. Is this one up, Fran, or down? Hey? Thank fuck. It's a fresh track. What do they do up there? We still had a long way to go to get to a safe anchorage before these wild winds picked up. So while it was still calm, we jumped in the boat and kept pressing north. Where do you reckon? Oh, big hammerhead fin. Huge big hammerhead fins come out of the water just here as we're coming in. See if you can spot it, friend. It's fair to say we've proper entered the wild country here. Last time we were hoping to camp on, there's crocodiles all over the beach. This one we're just pulling in and admiring it, and there's a huge great hammerhead with its fin out of the water chasing something. Just here. This hammerhead shark is hunting one of its favourite meals in the shallows, the stingray. And although the stingrays can be very well camouflaged hidden under the sand, the hammerhead sharks have sensory organs that can detect the electric fields of these hidden stingrays underwater. And one of nature's constant battles of predators versus prey is playing out right before our eyes. But the stingrays survive this round, and the hammerhead shark goes hungry for now. Looks like this will do us for the night, Fran. You reckon? Just fine. No crocodile tracks? Oh yes, and they are the first coconuts we've seen growing fresh off a tree this whole trip, and there's more there. There's low-lying coconuts on this island. Fran, we've reached paradise. The best thing so far is these low-lying coconut trees that I'm going to get my hands on ASAP. Just within reaching distance. How good's that? Give him a bit of a twist. Come on, mate. Woo. There we have a coconut. Easy. Some big turtle nests here where they've come up from the beach. Actually they lay a couple of dummy holes and then lay their real hole. Very cool. Look at the size of that for a cuttlefish. Huge. Very cool. You always find them on the high tide line when we're looking for driftwood like this. Away she goes. Let's see if we can spy anything on the drone. Oh, these mullet are spawning, I reckon, eh? That's amazing. Yeah, they definitely are. That's really cool. They're right in the shallows now though. I think they were interrupted before when old mate Hammerhead come through. Yeah, look at them going. Oh, there's a couple of sharks. Not hammerheads though, are they? Alright, for dinner, you guessed it, dogtooth tuna, steaks, medium rare. So it's been doggy for breakfast, for raw, doggy for lunch, raw, and doggy for dinner. This is the last of our dog tooth tuna. Oh, you alright? Yep. Good job, Fran. It was at this time last night when we were just settling in to a drink that we got the call up that at 1 AM we had to do the fuel pickup. So hopefully tonight there's no such mishaps. We're running on empty. We're pretty knackered and we need a good rest. So see you bright and early in the morning.